Since we began documenting our life journey on YouTube about living tiny and on the road, we have had one question that pops up quite a lot about what we do. That question being, how do we afford our lifestyle? This isn't a very simple question to answer. We have earned money in various different ways over the years, and a combination of earning, saving, and investing came into play along the way. In this video, we will be sharing all of our sources of income and how we are able to afford this lifestyle today. We are Nnyji and Santi, a bean and a bug living small in a tiny house and a camper van with our two cats, Lady Sasha and Mr. Pickles. Before we get into how we make money today, I want to take you all the way back to even before we started our YouTube channel. In 2022, we lived in a traditional home. We were recently engaged and rented out a house. We were both working 9-to-5 jobs in our field of study from university, where I majored as a graphic designer and Santi majored as a biomedical illustrator with a minor in biology. I had a job designing children's books, and Santi worked for an online health information company, creating illustrations for medical charts. Pretty different from what we do today, right? We were doing well for ourselves, both working remotely and earning enough to live a comfortable lifestyle. We absolutely loved this home, and it was the first time in our relationship where we felt successful and were doing everything according to traditional life plans. In February of 2023, I decided to start a YouTube channel for us so that we could have a place to document our travels. I figured it was a good investment because you never know how much success you could get from the platform. Our original plan was to be digital nomads who traveled to different countries by plane because travel has always been something that interested us, and we love partaking in experiences that are against the norm. But of course, life sometimes has other plans. Santi was the first to lose his job due to budget cuts in March of 2023, the day we decided to elope. Pretty brutal. Since we lost part of our combined income, we weren't going to be able to afford to live in the house we were renting anymore. So I had the idea to finally start our van life journey since I was still working remotely. We were on a time crunch because our lease ended in May, and we only had part of March and April to work on our van. We finished it in time to set off on the road, and after an amazing first few months of travel, I lost my job due to budget cuts as well. And before you ask, yes, my job knew we were traveling and were okay with it. They just couldn't afford to keep me on. We both struggled to find work after this. We applied to jobs for 2 years during our van life journey. I managed to hold a brand design contract job for a few months, designing exhibitions. But with the rise in prices throughout the country, even they could no longer afford my services. Santi was also able to pick up various contract jobs within the 3D animation and website designing field. But with AI taking over, our fields of study are barely needed at companies anymore, and unemployment benefits only last but so long. We started looking for work that we could do on the road anywhere we go, which is how we found Instawork. Instawork offered us the opportunity to find various general labor jobs while traveling full-time. This portion of the video is not sponsored, by the way. We just genuinely loved working with them, and they offered us financial opportunities when we were pretty broke. We have a whole video titled How I Afford Van Life Doing Entry-Level Work that explains how we did it. So please check it out if you or someone you know is looking for emergency work that you only have to commit one shift to if you want, and can make over $25 an hour doing. I myself did not start out doing it, but once I saw Santi doing it, I thought I'd give it a try. I didn't think I'd get anything since I didn't have the background experience doing general labor work, but they truly do hire people with little to no experience needed, since they teach you right then and there when you show up to the job. This is something we still do to this day when we need extra money. Another source of income we did in 2024 back in Arizona was food delivery services. So we would do Instawork during the day and Uber Eats at night. We would also deliver for Amazon when we were back in our home state. Looking back now, I realized that making the choice to live in a van was so smart because we would have struggled living paycheck to paycheck in an apartment and not making moves towards saving for our future. Fast forward to the present day, and we're making money a little differently than how we started. One of the ways we earn income is through our online shop and Patreon. You have probably seen us advertise for this in our videos. Patreon is a platform for creators to post exclusive content, early access, and behind-the-scenes perks to members who want to see just a little more from their favorite creators. We offer many tiers that you can sign up for and earn benefits, like access to many of my recipes, Santi's artwork, additional videos, gardening tips, a newsletter, and even care packages that we send out monthly. The lowest tier is free, and the highest tier receives the mailed care package. Here you can see me packing up Patreon packages and also orders from our online shop. In our shop, we sell our personal artwork from digital illustrations to bookmarks, wood-burn pieces, and more. We started our Patreon in February of 2025 and have gained over 500 patrons over the past year. We started our shop in July of 2025 and have been able to send out over 50 orders. Thanks to our patrons and shop visitors, we are able to do what we love while also sharing a piece of our creativity with you all. You can visit our shop and our Patreon at the link in our description box or on our channel's homepage. Since I continued to post our travels on YouTube and built up a following, we eventually managed to get monetized a year and a half later, after starting in early 2023, which means YouTube is now another way that we make money. And it has come to our attention that a lot of people don't realize that we can earn an income through our videos. YouTube pays you based on a few ways. If your video earns a lot of views, YouTube will push your video out to more viewers. So the more engagement through views, comments, and hype points we have, the more people discover our channel. We earn income when ads are run on our videos. So when more viewers watch our videos, we earn more ad revenue. Pretty simple, right? It's not, because you only earn a certain amount of money based on your niche. Our niche is travel and lifestyle. Finance geared channels earn the highest income. Lifestyle geared channels earn moderate income, while gaming, Reddit stories, and comedy earn the lowest. So our CPM and RPM are moderate, which is still very good. However, there are two of us, so we have to work extra hard to make a decent amount from YouTube. On the plus side, YouTube allows creators to have sponsorships. Sponsorships are a controversial topic. Some viewers hate them, some don't mind, And some understand that YouTubers earn the bulk of their money from sponsorships. We try our best to accommodate all three types of viewers by not doing too many sponsorships. And when we do, they will always have relevance to our channel. So we make an effort to choose companies that align with our personal brand and morals, based around climate change, respecting artists, health, food, and travel. We earn an income regardless of whether you interact with the sponsored brand or not. However, it's always nice when we choose to work with a brand that you may want to try yourself. I would like to clarify that just because someone has a lot of subscribers, it doesn't always mean they make a lot of money. The amount of money you make per 1,000 views differs depending on your country and niche. Also, one view does not equal $1. A lot of people think this. One view equals as much as 0.025 cents. We also partake in investing as well, and have multiple types of investment accounts such as a Roth IRA and a brokerage account, so that we have a well-rounded financial portfolio. A brokerage account allows you to invest in stocks, bonds, ETFs, and mutual funds. But the stock market isn't great right now, so definitely do your research. With all these combined incomes, we are able to sustain ourselves and live a good life. We aren't by any means rich financially, but we are rich from the experiences we've had, the fact that we can do what we love, and do it together. If you are interested in living this kind of lifestyle, you can make it happen in so many different ways. This is just our experience and what works for us. It's important to gain inspiration and run with it in your own way, and that is the point of our channel. Not to brag or present an unachievable lifestyle, but to show you that there are ways to achieve it, and that hard work and dedication truly pays off. Our future plans are to purchase our own property and hopefully even take this tiny house with us, so that we can expand off of it. We love road life, and we think traveling in a camper van will always be something that we do off and on, even when we have our own property. I would also like to thank all of you for sharing your stories, wisdom, and encouragement in the comments. It does not go unnoticed, and we have been implementing your advice into our future goals in everyday life. Thank you as always for being here. We'll see you soon.